Hi, this time I'm gonna be showing you the tutorial for our open rose one that I just recently posted in Instagram. So I already pre-cut my petals, and one thing about this one, one thing I love about this one, it's more naturally looking, and at the same time it really just consumes very little amount of cardstock. Imagine you can make like 15 inches rose with only like 6.5 of cardstock, maybe 7, because you need to include the base with the same color also. So that's one of my favorites. So this is one of the least amount of cardstock that you will have. So let's start. I already pre-cut my petals. In our open rose, it comes with 3 completely different petal design. So this is the A, B, and C. The A, which represent the largest petals, and then the B for the medium, and C for the smallest. So C and A, we need 5 petals each, and 3 petals for the medium size. So we already have the basic also here that you need. You have your hot glue and your stick glue. You have your dowel rod for your curler or whatever curler works for you best. And I have extra glue gun here, and I have a pair of scissors here. So let's start. So if you have been watching my video, you know that, in a rose, I always wanted to start with a bud. So from our 5 petals of C, let's take 2 petals from it, and we are going to connect this one together like so. There it is. So folding it upright, folding it upright. Next is we are going to use our dowel rod, and we are going to curl the petals inward. Same with the other side, like so. So now what we need to do is secure it. Like so. And then hug the other side around it. This way also. See? That's how our bud will start. Although we really need to make sure that, it's gonna be flat on the bottom part that it would stand. So now, using the 3 remaining petals, actually this petal size still needs some modification. So what I will do with the 3 remaining petals of C, I cut this side a little bit. You know, I know it's kind of a hassle, but once I modify this petal, let me know and I will email it back to you, the modified one. So using the 3 petals, let's curl this one outward, both sides. 1 and 2, and then give a very nice soft curl in the middle. And then the next thing that we need to do is to hug this one around the bud. So let's start with somewhere with the opening like this one here, and give it some good seconds, and then fold it upward, and then just squeeze some glue in here like so, and then hug it around your bud. Then the next petal, because we're using 3 not 4, so we cannot put 1 here, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 here, we will move this one on this side, or maybe here, and then just hug it around too, like so. See this corner right here, and then give it some good seconds, and squeeze some glue on the sides, and hug it around. See? So now we will gonna put our last petal of this first layer here in between the 2. So up. For some reason I'm very sleepy today, so I'm trying to make this one as quick as possible. Maybe I can use some nap. It's only 3 o'clock anyway. So hug it around too. See? So we now have our inner layer. So let's move to our second layer, the letter B. So again, the same with the 3 petals on A, we are going to curl this one outward, both sides. And then give it a nice curl at the middle. So now, since we already have bases on our, petal possession, it's becoming quicker for us to really you know, which to start first. So let's just, you know, put our petals in between like this, here and here. So let's put some glue. Then just stick it and wait for, you know, decent amount of seconds before folding it upward. And then again, glue it around your bud. And the idea is to, you know, do it as loose as possible to really give it a very nice, good touch on it, like more realistic one. And you know, from time to time, let's also pay attention with our base and make sure that everything is flat, everything is well glued at the very base. So it's a bit tricky, but you will really, you know, you will learn more, and at the same time you will really your pulse will just automatically be able to know, you know, what to do next as you master this one. So here, see, it's in between. Good amount of seconds, and then just glue it around like so. And finally, our final petal. Just stick it in here. And add some glue. So there's our, oops. As I said, hold it in with, you know, in good seconds. So that is how a rose looks like now. Although you can use this one as filler, you know, when you are making a flower wall, it's already, for me, it's good enough, you know, to fill a wall. But since our objective is to make a real rose, so let's add these 5 remaining petals that we have. So let's start with the usual, curling all the 5 petals together outward, both sides. Then give it a nice curl on the middle side, on the middle part. And let's start gluing this one around. So again, you know, let's try to cover a spot here as much as we can, but really the policy is to distribute the 5 petals all together, you know, around the 3 petal from the last layer. So, like so. Move on to our second petal. You know, all I was doing is just, seems like it's all, this one overlaps the almost half size of the next petal in it. So since it's already getting larger, I am not going to attempt, you know, gluing both sides together, but instead I'm gluing this side first, you know, holding it for some good seconds, making it sure that it really sticks and it holds, and then glue the other side. So let's proceed to the third one. Then just glue one side. Then glue the other. So now we're down to 2. So just gluing it, you know. Oops. See, just a little dab of glue. And let's do the other side. And then the last one. So there you have it. You know, it doesn't need to be perfect. That's the thing. Oh, that's the idea. But I think it's really lovely. So that's our front part. You can also add a little bit more here, but if you are just going to fill this one with a wall, you know, like this layer is enough to really give a good dimension, a 3D looking roses, the loose roses around your, you know, wall. But since our back side is hideous, we are going to cover it with our base. And the way how we do it, it's not, you know, the normal way I do it, but instead a different way, enough that, so now enough that it will cover around the holes and the, you know, not so neat area of our base. So here I'm using a 5 inches circle, just enough to cover the whatever, anything that needs to be hide, you know, that we can hide. So just glue it around. And we're almost done. See? It's cleaner than earlier. So here you are, ladies. And this is our open rose 1. This is the medium size. It can, depending on, you know, how you're able to make your base and how do you distribute it, it will range from 13 to 15 inches flower, using only 6.5 to 7 sheets of cardstock. So thank you so much. I hope you guys like it. Give it a thumbs up if you do, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.